Hi guys, my name is Ankit and this video is regarding the BBA exam that happened on 11th of May in the past week. The past week itself from 10th, 11th and 12th was very eventful from an exam calendar point of view. 10th was when you had the IIM Indore exam. You can watch our video on the IIM Indore analysis. Followed by 11th May was the BBA exam, 12th May was Narsi Monji, right? So per se, it was a very hectic week for the students and yet a very crucial week for the students. Now IIM Indore, typically being IIM Indore, was a tough paper but easier than last time, but the bigger shock came from the BBA paper, right? Now BBA paper typically over the last 4, 5, 6 years traditionally has been a very manageable paper because that paper as such was open for students who did not have maths, so the difficulty level was relatively moderate to easy, right? However, in 2019, on 11th May 2019, the BBA paper was a complete change from previously what the pattern has been expected. The change was not across the paper, the change was only in one section, which was the general awareness current affairs section. It was dominated by static GK, yet at the same time it was it was on the difficult side. Let's accept that. Obviously, I mean, people who are setting the paper would want to bring up a surprise, so the students are always kept on their toes, right? So we'll come down to the detailed part of the analysis. It was a 150 question paper to be attempted in 150 minutes, so you had a minute per question, right? If you were to just overall look at the breakup of the questions that came, the management aptitude and the communication skills section had about 37-38 questions. General awareness, which was a mixture of static GK and current affairs, had 37 questions. English or verbal ability had 38 questions, and logical reasoning again had 38 questions. Total milake 150 questions. Each question had 4 marks for every right and -1 for every wrong answer. Now section by section, the management aptitude section was easy section, manageable. General awareness was a moderate to difficult section. Verbal ability was okay. Logical reasoning was the easiest of the lot, right? Now coming down to the management aptitude section, there were about 8 to 10 questions which were on taglines, right? So taglines of Toyota, Innova and CNBC and Indian Overseas Banks, etc. were asked. There were some economic concepts and the definition of economic concepts that were asked. Typically 5 to 6 business awareness questions were asked. Communication skills question of B6, simple, easy, and management aptitude had about 4 to 6 questions, right? So that was how the trend was. Now when we talk about the general awareness section, that was where the difficulty part came in. A lot of students came so what we studied in class, and this is across the spectrum, whether a Pratham student or outside a Pratham student, that was across the spectrum. It went over the top, over the head, the GK section. Very weirdly structured question in terms of the GK section. Out of the 28 questions were static GK, only 7 to 8 were current affairs question, but जो static GK वाले भी थे वो भी थोड़े से difficult part पे थे. Verbal ability overall was okay. There was 8 questions on reading comprehension. Spotting the errors had about another 8 questions. Fill in the blanks had 8 questions. Sentence correction and vocab based questions were another 8 to 14. Logical reasoning was the easiest of the lot, right? It had simpler questions, so it gave a good breather to the students to attempt, right? Now if you were to talk about the section by section attempt rate, for the management aptitude communication skills section, the good attempt rate would have been 28 to 30. General awareness section, we are saying since the top it was difficult. Please note, if you thought that the section was difficult, it was not just difficult for you, it was difficult for all students who gave the exam, right? So everyone was on the same plane. So a good attempt rate would have been about 12 to 15 or maximum 18 questions, and that would be also on a very good side, right? So we have done that. You should be well covered, चाहे वो current affairs के question हो या जितने भी questions आपको science के या history के या geography के आते थे, all of that, right? Verbal ability had about 25 to 30 questions which were doable, and logical reasoning on the higher side should have been attempted by about 28 to 30 questions, right? However, the overall exam, I would say, was moderate. It was not very difficult except the GK section. So if as a student you found the GK section a bit tough, you were not alone. All students who prepared for the exam found it difficult. So that negates the concept of your section going bad. It would have gone bad for everyone. Now, typically, the IP result generally comes out around 24th of May. So let's wait and see what the cutoff and the result is on 24th of May. But having said that, be assured that the people who set the paper are also intelligent people, right? They also want to give out a surprise, so that, because if it becomes so predictable, people will start acing the exam and the cutoffs will be shooting through the roof. So I compliment IP for giving a slightly different paper from previous year. But if it was difficult for all of us, right? So don't feel bad that your paper didn't go up to your expectation, especially the GK section. All the other 3 sections were manageable and doable, which I'm sure all of you, even the Pratham students, would have done exceedingly well, right? So let's wait and watch for on the 24th of May how the result comes. I wish you all the best. I hope you get into good colleges of IP and study hard. All the best. Take care. Bye. Now, to read the complete analysis, Pratham's complete analysis of IP BBA paper 2019, you can visit our blog, where you have a complete detailed analysis, section by section, question by question analysis, and topic by topic analysis of the entire paper that went through, right? Thank you.